the political face-off as far as the Manipur issue still continues, because now we're getting some breaking developments coming in. You have the Congress's Jairam Ramesh, who in fact has now taken on Minister Kiren Rijiju. Remember, Kiren Rijiju was speaking on the floor of the House, and Jairam Ramesh is quoting him saying that Kiren Rijiju said that all ministers have a direction from the centre that they need to visit states of the Northeast within a span of 15 days. So now the Congress is asking the BJP, but the Manipur issue has been raging on for upwards of 2.5 months. How many union ministers have actually visited Manipur? So what really is your priority? Is this just optics? Is the question that's being posed as far as the Congress is concerned. Let's also now bring in our colleague and senior editor Pallavi Ghosh, who's joining us on the broadcast. So Pallavi, of course, the face-off as far as the Manipur issue is concerned, that still continues to escalate, because the question that is now being asked by the Congress is that, yes, you're talking about this directive, but in terms of numbers, help us understand how many ministers have gone.
That's right. And Ridhima, this is consistently what has been the Congress's point against the Prime Minister, that he may talk about development in the Northeast, he may talk about the fact that under this government, lots of development projects or infrastructure projects has come up. But the one big incident which has now led to a complete unraveling of lives in Manipur, on that the Prime Minister has not even gone to visit there, nor has he wanting to break his silence. And if you look at the tweet which has been put forward by Jairam Ramesh, he clearly makes the point that we've heard what Kiren Rijiju had to say, but at the same time, for 97 days, no one has been going there. The Prime Minister has not even bothered to go over there, nor even actually have a semblance of feeling for the people of Manipur, for example, which also happens to be in the Northeast. And all this at a time when a no-confidence motion is being discussed in Lok Sabha on the Manipur issue.
Pallavi, we'll just request you to stay on with us, because we also want to bring in our colleague Poonam Burde, who is joining us from our newsroom, to actually read out that tweet for us. Poonam, just take us through the fine print and the attack that's coming in from the Congress.
And this is just minutes after what Kiren Rijiju said on the floor of the House, Ridhima. Within minutes, we have this tweet coming to the fore from the Congress party. Jairam Ramesh, a member of Parliament of the Congress party, going on to say that during the no-confidence motion in Lok Sabha, Union Minister Kiren Rijiju boasted about the Prime Minister's directions to the Cabinet Ministers and Ministers of State to visit Northeast every 15 days. He then goes on to say, yes, we all know about the frequency of these visits that have been made by MOSs and by Union Ministers, but it has been 97 days since the horrific ethnic violence that broke out in Manipur. India asks how many of Modi's ministers have actually been there. We challenge you to furnish details of the visits of union ministers to Manipur in the last 97 days is the pointed question the Congress is now asking. Remember, this entire debate around the no-confidence motion that began today at 12 in the afternoon has revolved around Manipur, and the opposition has been trying to corner the government in a position where they would give you those answers on Manipur, and that's really the sense of what Jairam Ramesh is also saying.
Yeah. Poonam, thanks a lot for taking us through that fine print as far as the tweet is concerned. Let me go back to our colleague Pallavi, who still continues to be with us. Pallavi, the Manipur issue is a narrative that the opposition, the Congress included, wants to build on. Help us understand, but in terms of numbers, because that's the counter that's going to come from the BJP. As far as the Congress is concerned, how many people have gone to Manipur?
But as far as the Congress people is concerned, first of all, to go was Rahul Gandhi himself. He went along with K.C. Venugopal and the former Chief Minister of Manipur on a 2-day visit, as we all know. He also went on to a relief camp and spent some time in Imphal. But when there was a second delegation which just went in of All India Front Party, at that point of time, Gaurav Gogoi is the one who led it, and he's also gone to Manipur as a part of the All India India Front Opposition delegation meet which was taking place. So that's the point which is being made by the Congress party, that we are in opposition and we are the ones who are finding time to go to Manipur. Why is it that, one, the Prime Minister has not bothered to go there? Two, why has the Prime Minister not led an all-party delegation to Imphal and actually held a meeting over there, because that would have been a confidence-building measure. So these are the points on which they have relentlessly attacked the Prime Minister, first, of course, in Rajya Sabha and now in Lok Sabha.
But Pallavi, if you heard what Kiren Rijiju in fact was saying on the floor of the House, a larger point that he was making is that it's the BJP that has put the Northeast as far as the map of the country is concerned, because before that, people didn't even know what are the states included in the Northeast. He was giving his own example that when I was studying, people didn't even know where Arunachal Pradesh is, and today that's not the condition.
And he also went on to say, for example, the road connectivity, because that has always been a problem as far as the Seven Sisters or northeastern states are concerned. Poor air connectivity, rail connectivity, or even road connectivity. And he's making a reference to that. And, even the worst critics of the government do acknowledge the fact that as far as the Northeast region is concerned, connectivity or reaching out over there has become much, much easier in terms of air transport or road, even trains. For example, recently the Prime Minister himself inaugurated the foundation stone for 508 railway stations, and a couple of them were in the northeastern region. And he's essentially talking about the fact to show, because relentlessly the opposition parties have attacked the PM and the government on the ground, that in the name of development, there has been no development in Northeast because you have not even given any attention to Manipur. That is something which was being squashed by Kiren Rijiju.
Pallavi, we'll have to leave that conversation there. Thanks a lot for getting us all those details. Let's listen in to what Kiren Rijiju had to say, and then also let's take a look at the other political reactions that are coming in.
आज का जो अविश्वास प्रस्ताव लाए हैं कांग्रेस पार्टी, मैं ये मानता हूं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी और विपक्ष के जो लोग हैं वो खुद ही बाद में पछताएंगे. I want to tell on record that the opposition party will regret that this no confidence motion is brought in a wrong timing. सर मैं ये इसलिए कह रहा हूं कि आज परिस्थिति बिल्कुल उल्टा है. आज भारत का छवि विश्व में बहुत तेजी से आगे बढ़ रहा है और भारत के प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी का कद पूरे दुनिया में सब ये मानते हैं कि आज के दिन में भारत और भारत का प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी जी पूरा विश्व को नेतृत्व दे सकते हैं. ये सब मानते हैं.